Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we'll be covering plugins in Figma. You will learn what plugins are and how to install them and how they can help improve your design workflow by saving time and adding extra functionality to Figma. By the end of this session, you will understand how to use plugins effectively to enhance your design process. Let's get started. Alright guys, we've come a long way. We are now in section 5, creating foundational UI elements. Every time we are having a lesson, a class, I'm always using lesson notes. So what I've been doing, this is a UI UX design course. The UI, like I explained earlier, the user interface, and the UX, the user experience. The UX is where the work is. The UX is the major thing. The UI too is very, very important. Then you need to know why you are using this color, why you are using this shape. You need to know why you are using this and this for your UI design. So that's why I've been trying to accompany each lesson with a lesson note that is going to guide us in details. So after these plugins, I may not be coming with lesson notes like that because it's time to start designing. I've taught you introduction to UI UX and Figma, core Figma tools and interface, principles of visual design, grid systems and layout structure. Now we are in creating foundational UI elements. So the plugins is very, very important. So I have to walk you through how the plugin works, why you need plugins in Figma. So after that, it's just designing. We'll be doing a lot of designing. So I'll bring a designs. We'll try to replicate the designs. So let's look at plugins. What are plugins in Figma? Plugins are additional tools or extensions that can add extra features and functionality to Figma. Plugins help designers work faster, automate tasks, improve productivity, add extra design resources. Simple explanation. Plugins are like helper tools inside Figma that make designing easier and faster. So what they are trying to say here is plugins. We have a lot of plugins and there are some plugins you will use almost every day. So instead of going to website to design icons, you can easily use icon plugins from Figma. So it makes the whole designing process easier and faster. Why plugins are important? Plugin helps designers save time, yes, generate content quickly, improve design quality, automate repetitive tasks, access icons, images, and illustrations. You see how it works? Because we are about to start designing, we're making use of plugins. So that's why this topic is very important. How plugins work? Plugins work inside Figma and can generate design elements, edit images, create mockups, add icons, improve layouts, assist with accessibility. How to access plugins in Figma? Method 1. Right click on the canvas and select plugins. Use the Figma menu, resources. Use method 2. You can use the Figma menu, resources, then plugins. Installing plugins in Figma. Open the plugin section, search for the plugin, click install, run the plugins when needed. Running a plugin. Right click on the canvas, select plugins, choose the install plugins. So we are going to look at that. Advantages of plugins: save time, automate repetitive tasks and design tasks, improve productivity. Designers can complete projects faster, enhances creativity, provides additional design resources, simplifies workflow, make difficult tasks easier, improves collaboration. Some plugins help teams work better together. Popular plugins in Figma, we have Iconify, Purpose, provides thousands of icons for UI design, use cases, navigations, icons, social media icons, app icons. On Splash, Purpose adds free images directly into designs. Benefit, no need to download images manually. Very, very important. So it can help you with background image, profile image, and so on. Content reel, Purpose, generate placeholder like text, names, email. So remove BG, Purpose, remove image backgrounds automatically. So instead of going to website to remove background from image or using Photoshop or other things, so you can easily use remove BG in Figma as a plugin and do that. Blush, Purpose, provides customizable illustrations. Auto flow, creates flows, arrows between screens. Wireframe plugin, help create wireframes quickly. Stack, improve accessibility testing. Checks color contrast for readability. Lauren Isom, generates placeholder text quickly. Charts plugin, create charts and graph for dashboards. I think if you are into UI US and if you are into data analysis, you should understand what this means. I'm also a data analyst, so I have a course in data analysis. The course name is Data Analysis for Complete Beginners from Zero to Job Ready. So it's on YouTube, it's on my channel on YouTube. It's a full course. It was launched like a month ago, so you can check it out. Using plugins responsibly. Plugins should improve workflow, support creativity, not replace design thinking. Good designers still understand design principles. In as much as they are going to use plugins, you should use it responsibly. Best practices when using plugins. Use trusted plugins. Install reliable and popular plugins. Avoid too many plugins. Too many plugins can slow workflow. So just install what you know you'll be needing. So just avoid too many plugins. Keep designs organized. Plugins should support clean design structure. Learn manual design skills too. Do not depend entirely on plugins, please. So we have practical classroom demonstration. Activity 1, students should open plugin session, search for Iconify, install the plugins. But in this course, I'm going to use material design icons for my icons, not Iconify. But Iconify is very popular, but me, I feel more comfortable with material design icons. So you can still check out the boot. 2, use Unsplash to add an image, insert icons using Iconify. So these are activities 2. Students should use Unsplash to add an image, insert icons using Iconify. Activities 3. Students should generate placeholder text using Lawrence Isom. So these 3 plugins are very, very important for your designing process. For designing, to complete a design, you will need icons, you will need images. Icons, we are going to use material design icons plugin. Images, we will use Unsplash. Then you will need dummy text. So you don't just have to, you might see a design that you are trying to replicate. You don't design everything there word to word, and you don't type the text word to word. You can just generate dummy text and go your way, since you are just practicing, not like you are doing the actual design. So you will need that lorem ipsum. Real life uses of plugins. Plugins are used for website design, mobile app design, dashboard creation, prototyping, team collaboration. Professional designers use plugins daily. So they use plugins, you use it daily. Common common beginner mistakes, mistake and solution. You know, I always give you the mistake and the solution. Installing too many plugins. Use only necessary plugins. So don't just install too many plugins. Like I've said, just the ones you need. Depending completely on plugins. Don't depend on plugins. Still learn design fundamentals. Using low quality resources. So you have to always use trusted plugins. Ignoring organization. So maintain clean layouts. Beginner's tip. Start with simple plugins. Practice using plugins regularly. Learn what each plugin does. Combine plugins with design principles. Use plugins to improve speed, not replace creativity. Emphasis on that. So, alright, guys, let's go to Figma. So, I'm going to use that account we created earlier. You know, I've been using the TechAnchor Figma accounts. But for this, since I already have those plugins installed there, so I want to walk you through how to install it on your own. So I'm going to use the account we created when we are setting up our Figma accounts. So I'm going to use it. So I will go to Figma. I think this is going to be stress for me. So I'm going after doing this, I'm going to show you guys something that you know how to do this. Continue. So you have your email and password. Say login. So that's why I did auto save. So it automatically saved my password for me. So just let it load. Okay, here we are. What I'm going to do now is I want to bookmark this so that anytime I don't have to pass through that process, you just come to this place, bookmark this tab. You choose where you want to put it. Use bookmarks bar. How do you want it? I will just rename it to Figma and now say done. So if you click on this place, you just take you to make it easier. So you just take it to your Figma. All right. So by now you understand all this. So let's create a new design file. So we'll be looking at three major plugins: Unsplash, Material Design Icons, Lauren Isom. So I'll pick I'll use a desktop screen just for the illustration. Please, you might see something like this. Access, so go to File so that you can just see your layouts here. Let me reduce the color a bit. All right. So the first here is the Unsplash. I'll right click, then I'll go to plugins, manage plugins, or you go to file. Okay, you go to file, plugins, manage plugins, or you just right click and go to plugins, manage plugin. So we are looking for Unsplash. I will just search for Unsplash. So this is Unsplash. I will click on it. I will now say run. I'll now click on run. So it's going to open it for me. So this will help us with images. You can search for images, you can search for background image, background. You can see some backgrounds. You can even say blue. So you just bring out some backgrounds for you. Like if I need this one, I'll just click on this one. Automatically, it's going to add it to my, so just add image. So let me delete this. For example, I want to put a background, like I want my frame to be blue background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the frame, right click, go to plugins, recent. So my unsplash is now here. So I can just look for blue background. Depending on what you want, you can just type in whether red background, abstract background, anything. So I will just click on it. Automatically, it's going to fit into the frame. With this, it has provided a background for me. I love this background. Very nice. I love it. So that's it for Unsplash. Let's say I will need icons. All right, click again. I'll go to manage plugins and now search for material design icons. So this is it. Material design icons. I will click on it. I will say run. I'll click on run. So I'm going to use this for icons. In our designs, we will need icons. Like look at a lot of icons here. I can search here for home icons to just bring out home icons for me. If I click this one, so I've added home icons. You can see it here. I've added home icon. You can see this. You can even, we have field. I can use outline. So you want something like this, not field, but outline. You see, any icon that you can think of. If you want cats, you see some cats. So we are going to use material design icons plugin for our icons. Then the last one I'm going to do now is I'll look for Lorem Ipsum. There are a lot of them. So that's what we are talking about. We talk about trusted plugins. You see that there are a lot of plugins, like a lot. So you just need to pick a trusted one. See, I will go for this one. So let me change this to 5. Let me see what. So it has added a dummy text here. Look at it here. It has added a dummy text. But I don't really like that one. I always have issues with that Lorem Ipsum. There's a one I normally use. Which one is that? Is it this one? Okay, think this one. Let me try this one. I think it should be this one. Okay, yeah, this one. So I'll just pick my text tool. I'll draw it. I draw a text. So they're asking me how much text in this sentence. Like, let's say like 4. You say add. Automatically it's going to add it for you. can see now, you can use it for dummy text. So I think I prefer that one to the previous one. So this is the one I just used. This is a previous one. Can right click and go to manage plugins. So this is the one I did. You can come here and remove it. So if you don't need that plugin, you can just do like that and remove it. So let's come back. Okay. So you can see that plugins is very, very important. Plugins in Figma, very, very important for your design. So guys, that's it for plugins. And next class, we're going to, like this one. In our next class, we are going to cover everything. So that's it for plugins.